Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. It's your favorite host, Bruce Jordan, and today tuned into another episode of Hotel Revenue Magic. Today, we're going to be talking about hotel occupancy and why hotels are not ready for the increase in hotel occupancy. I'm not sure about your market, but down here in the Florida market, it's been booming. Everyone has been coming down here from everywhere. And unfortunately, I seen this coming. A lot of hotels are just not ready for the influx. I mean, you're talking about hotels that were at 15%, and now they're all the way up to about 100%. Most hotels around here are absolutely sold out in Orlando, in Tampa, in Jacksonville, and Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. And they just cannot keep up with the volume because they're still they were staffed at 15 to 10%, or it's on good weekends they used to be at 40%. So let's get into those details of why hotels are not going to be ready for the influx and occupancy that's been going on. Number one, it's a shortage of housekeepers. Some hotels have 3 or 4 staffing companies that they're working with on top of trying to hire housekeepers directly. The wages were way too low for housekeepers, and they're still low. I mean, in New York, you had housekeepers that were making $25, $30 an hour. And down here in the Florida area, you have housekeepers that pretty much do the same type of work that are making $9, $10, $11 an hour. So when the stimulus bill passed, one of the main things was that, hey, housekeepers, if they keep the unemployment checks, they're going to be making $575 a week. That's with the stimulus bill, and this is my market, of course, down here in Florida. So what are you going to do if you was a housekeeper? Are you going to go back to work and make, $9, $10, $11 an hour? Or are you going to stay home and just go ahead and, stay unemployed and collect that check? Most housekeepers are saying, you know what, I'm just going to stay home and collect my little, $500-$600 check and forget it. I'm not going back to work. Who's going to go to work when they can just stay home and do nothing and get paid the same amount of money? So this is the problem that we've been having, and this is why there's a shortage of housekeepers. I blame us. I don't blame the housekeepers. Especially in this market, housekeepers should be getting anywhere from $15 to $20 an hour. At Disney, housekeepers do get $15 an hour. I think the minimum wage in Disney is $15. Like, they start off everyone with $15 an hour. So, why not just give them the $15, $16, or $18 an hour? As a matter of fact, it doesn't even have to cost you anything to give them a raise. There's a website, it's called WeTipHotels.com, and you can turn your housekeepers into tip employees. Guest wants to leave a tip with a credit card anyway. So what We Tip Hotels do is they go ahead and take the credit card payments, they divide it they pool it together, which turns them into pool employees. They pool the tips, they divide by the number of hours the housekeeper worked or the number of rooms that were cleaned by each housekeeper, and boom, they get a direct check. The hotel pays absolutely nothing. Guess who gets the money? The housekeepers. So why would you not do that for your housekeepers if it doesn't cost you anything and you don't have to do any of the accounting or any of that other crazy stuff? But you know what? I actually talked to hotels about this. Spoke with managers, general managers, and they said, if it ain't nothing in it for me, I don't give a damn. If the hotel isn't benefiting financially from it, and only the housekeeper is benefiting from it, we're not going to do it. And this is why we're short housekeepers, because this is our mentality when we're talking about our housekeepers. The housekeeper is the heart of the house. So you keep your heart happy, your hotel stays happy. And guess what? Just can't do it. They don't care. If you don't care about your housekeeper's financial well-being, why would they care about your operation? So I think we need to take a hard look in the mirror and see what we can do about getting our housekeepers more pay, even if it's with a tip pool. And if it's with a tip pool, it doesn't cost us anything. Number 2, the front desk agents are not used to handling this type of volume. All hotels are different. Some hotels have reservation apartments and so on and so forth. Some hotels have central reservations, but most hotels, the front desk has to take a bulk of the calls and the check-ins. And when you're checking, my record is 96 check-ins by myself. I'm not sure what your record is. When you're checking in, that many people at one time, it can get hectic, especially when you're also taking the calls. So, you have a lot of situations where you have these, smaller operations, maybe 100 rooms or 150 rooms or whatever the case may be, or 200 rooms, and they're pretty much working alone. So these people are pretty much running the whole hotel by themselves or maybe with one other person. And they have all of these check-ins because they're not hiring people fast enough. Like, you just get hit with this rush, and this rush is lasting for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. It's hard to hire someone fast enough, get them trained and get them onboarded in a day. and throw them out there to the wolves. So this is one thing that's really hurting the front desk, and it's hurting operation, is that we have the volume that we wanted. Everybody was complaining about the pandemic. Oh, my revenues went down, and now you're completely sold out, and you can't handle it. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. So that doesn't help our situation at all when it comes down to the front desk, when we don't have the adequate amount of front desk staff. And it's the same thing for them. Why would they come work the front desk for $11, $12, $13 an hour when they can just sit home and collect unemployment? I know some states, they almost giving out $1,000 a week. So I get it. What would you do in their situation? And number 3, maintenance. Maintenance cannot PM rooms. Maintenance is taking so many calls that they don't even have time to PM rooms or inspect rooms anymore. So they're playing from behind. They're not playing, they're not catching this stuff in advance. They're playing from behind because now that the hotel is sold out and they got full occupancy, they're running around all the whole hotel like a chicken with their head cut off. They're going to take the easiest projects first, and the things that take as long as they'll probably, put the room out order or hang it or something. Like, they just don't want to deal with those type of problems right now when they're out there trying to clog 100 toilets an hour. So those are the things that, maintenance just not ready, and you can't really onboard maintenance staff like that unless they have the skills and prior experience that you're looking for already. So, right now it's going to be a little tough for us down here in my market. I'm not sure how it is in your market, but spring break is pretty big down here. And, this is where a bulk of the money come from. So, hotels are having a really tough time. And I'm not talking about local mom and pop shop. I'm talking about all hotels, 1,000-room hotels, 1,500-room hotels. They're all having a really rough time down here because they got this influx of business. Everybody is tired of the pandemic. They want to get out. They want to explore. They want to travel. And even if it's local, they're going to make it happen. So hopefully your hotel is able to handle it a little well. Let me know what you're doing as far as, with your increase in occupancy. But from what I'm hearing, everybody is just getting slammed. I mean, slammed. Across all markets, most markets are getting slammed right now. So let me know, leave something down in the comments for me. Let me know what you're doing to handle your situation. And of course, as always, I need you to like and subscribe to the channel. Every time you subscribe to the channel, my hair grows back. All right. So what we're here to do. We're here to make your revenues rise up once again.